This video, I wanted to just talk about a fragrance that I actually ended up getting rid of. Not because I didn't like it, but because I traded it for something that I thought was really just a good deal and something I was really wanting at the time. So it was during the summer, and I had picked up Sedley a while ago. Really enjoyed it by Parfums de Marly, and I wanted another bottle of it. And somebody was looking to get rid of theirs. It was the full size bottle, and you know, I had reached out to him because he said he was interested in YSL Le Parfum, which is I had at the time. And again, it's not that I didn't like it. I actually really did enjoy it. And anyway, I ended up trading him for Sedley because I just really, really enjoy Sedley. Well, the summer went on, and as time went on, I started to regret it, especially going into the fall. I really realized how much I missed having that in my collection. I am a fan of the Y line in general. I have all of them. I have the YSLY, the original, the EDP, the Y Live, Fraiche, and then now Le Parfum. I enjoy all of them. I'd say Le Parfum is without a doubt my favorite. I've done a review video on that, an unboxing first impressions video originally. For people who aren't familiar with kind of the Y DNA, there's clary sage, there's this bright, juicy apple, green apple note that you pick up in the opening. It is obviously very much a blue fragrance. There's ginger in it as well. It's a sparkly, bubbly, fresh fragrance with great, crazy performance. Great compliment getter. It's just all around. Everybody really enjoys it. It's something addictive. It's sweet, but it's not cloyingly sweet. It is though pretty sweet. Sometimes for me, it can come off slightly juvenile. It's not super bubblegummy. It's not like Invictus Aqua or 1 Million, but it still is got this very prominent sweetness about it. But that's part of the reason it's so mass appealing. Okay, performance is crazy on it. It's very versatile as well. It's versatile as something like a Ventus. You can wear it in the heat. You can wear it in winter. Really any setting, t-shirt, dressed up, whatever. But anyway, Le Parfum came out, and a lot of people weren't sure how it would be, including myself. Bottle looks awesome. What they did with Le Parfum is they took the Y DNA, okay, they added grapefruit in the opening, which kind of just makes it slightly not necessarily brighter, but more complex citrus opening, so it's not just that bright green apple that you're smelling. What they also did is they added aldehydes, which kind of makes it more airy. And again, I don't want to say it's brighter. It's not, but it just feels more like, it's hard to describe. It's very, well, it just makes it fresher, I guess, for lack of better words. It smells a lot fresher. They also added lavender in it, which makes it darker. So it's a very fresh opening, but it has this very kind of grown up, formalistic dry down, with the lavender. Some people say it kind of resembles something like Eros in the dry down. I get that to a degree, but it's not as sweet. And it still maintains the Y DNA. I think it's the lavender that's kind of really giving off that vibe. This performs well. It does not perform as well as EDP. I get about, let's say, 6 hours out of this. Whereas the EDP, I easily get probably 8. So it's not as good of a performer as the Y EDP, but man, does it smell good. In my opinion, the scent profile in this is more complex and just it's more mature. It's more kind of mysterious. It just has this very just, in my opinion, more unique. It's still obviously a designer fragrance. It's supposed to be mass appealing, but scent profile about it. Yeah, I mean it's still addicting like the EDP, and it's still sweet, but it's just not as sweet. And again, you get much more than just that bright green apple and ginger. But man, it smells good. I've gotten a bunch of compliments wearing both of these. They're both very mass appealing. But I do think, without a doubt, this is my favorite from the line. Beats out the EDP, which is my second favorite. And I will do a whole review on the whole line for people who are interested. It's not necessarily a bad one in the line, to be honest with you. But this is really good. Now, the EDP is a better performer, and it's certainly cheaper. This will run you about 120 discounted at YSL's site. Some people will sell them online cheaper. This is the 100 ml bottle. But yeah, I'm so happy to have this back in my collection, especially with it being the fall. This will hands down be in my top 10 for fall overall fragrance list. It is just extremely versatile, and it's mass appealing, and it smells damn good. Okay. Not that the EDP against a slouch or anything like that. I still do enjoy it, which is why I have it. But it's just smelling them side by side. There's just so much more going on with this, and I think the lavender again just gives it this kind of like grown-up, mature dry down, and the opening just smells a lot more just complex, in a good way. Almost fresher, but also more complex. And it's hard to explain it, but since it's not just that bright green apple and ginger, it has the addition of the grapefruits and the aldehydes. It just makes it smell a lot more, well thought out, I guess, of a fragrance, not as simplistic. But they're both really good. Anyway, I just want a quick video on this. Anybody thinking about getting Y Le Parfum, absolutely, I'd say go for it. If you're a fan of the Y line, I think you'll love it. Even if you're not a fan of the Y line, I think you still might enjoy this. So I would certainly get a sample, because, like I said, I understand a lot of the other ones can kind of come off juvenile or bubblegummy. This one, though, it's special. It really is. It's one of my favorite releases, by far, new releases. So